Good morning, everyone. I am drained and my brain feels roasted. Welcome back to the vlog. We are taking RWB Archangel down to full setup motorsports racing so we can strip the GT2RS and finally see what else I need to order so that we can convert the car to a proper road car. Look at my Mustang, it's so filthy. Oh man. Yesterday we completed the 2 and 4 hour endurance in BRC and it was so hot. If you guys haven't seen that vlog, it's probably gonna be before this one. Please check it out. We dominated. Luckily, I wouldn't say it was a clean sweep. We had some issues, but our competitors also had some issues and the grid wasn't complete. I know there are faster cars. Our CAD friends are not there. Francis Aguila and his M3 didn't make it also. So there are faster cars in the grid. It's just that for yesterday's circumstances, we did really well. We got really lucky. Our strategies played out really well. The team of Mato and the most Mathematics boys had car issues left and right. They had electrical issues and also they had a crash on track, and I hope they can recover and bring their car back for the next 12-hour race. But beyond that, all our strategies played out really well. And thank you to the team, Ejen, Mazda, Steven Tan, our partners and co-principals and drivers, Yuha Toralba, Tyson C, Wind Imperial, and Ejen Del Yaco. Everyone played a key role in getting the car where it is today. My brain is definitely a few cells shorter today because my heart rate was elevated last night and I could just feel the strain. I was driving the opening round for both stints. The morning stint was super easy at 32 minutes. The afternoon stint was about an hour and 15 minutes. I did about 38 laps and that was difficult because it was dead heat. Thank God in the afternoon it cooled down a little and Tyson and Yuha got a easier ride. And it's funny, normally Tyson is our banner carrier, but yesterday was the slowest laps I've ever seen Tyson do in my whole life. And he was just cruising, chilling, saving the car, bringing it home, and it was so much fun. But today is about visiting Raleigh in Full Setup Motorsports. As you guys know, the GT2RS is with Raleigh and I need to strip the car down because I have a few parts of the car I want to sell. We're gonna part it out and we also want to make space to see what else we need to order to get this build going. I do have some parts leaving the US. When I assemble a car, before we get started on it, I want to make sure all the parts are complete so that when we start on it, we have the momentum, we have the drive, and we try to finish everything. So I sort of premeditate and pre-anticipate anything that needs to be done, almost like Minority Report, and try to figure out as much as possible before things happen so that when things happen, we don't run into some roadblocks, because importing car parts to the Philippines takes so long, minimum of 2 weeks all the way up to months on end, depending even if the part is available. That being said, I'll update you guys again when we are in Full Setup Motorsports. And I have to fix the flat on the 458, which sucks. There's a nail on the left rear tire. Nice manual 993, have a receipt. Got our Porsche head unit here. Thinking of doing carbon interior. We started doing carbon again in-house and I have a feeling we're gonna go full carbon with this baby. Okay, we are here at Raleigh shop. My brain is still painful. I had to take a painkiller this morning. Raleigh's little garage, and there's the GT2RS. I'm gonna get straight in there. We need some tire pressure for that tire, but everything's coming off. We're going to clean the car up so Raleigh can have space when he's working on the car. Sent Raleigh a barbecue so he can do the stitch welding for this car, and this is what the barbecue does. It allows you to gain access under the car so you can clean it and do a proper stitch welding. Removing as many components as we can today. That seat needs to go. I've never removed anything from this car, so this is all first for me. Wow, struggle guys. Everything's hidden on this car. Can't seem to remove things. Well, that just came up, but we're struggling to remove things in the car. Slowly learning how all the panels are attached, like so. And sadly the radio's gotta go. That's heavy. We've learned from the spec Miata that we do carry a lot of weight. So this should be easy to remove because when we change the DSC controller, it's right under there, which we can sell. Just gotta be careful from the shattered glass. Oh, flower. So we have the cancel kit. This is the DSC controller that's sitting in there. Definitely sell that. This is some glass and some insulation. This is heavy. All these excess panels that we won't need. Called for backup. Jan is removing the other components already, and he's still trying to figure out how to remove the side panel so we can get to the bolts of the roll cage. Norman over here is working his door panel magic, and I am sitting in the shade because it's damn hot. Oh wow, my brain's not working properly. I have a friend saying hi, but I'm hydrating. I can't be dehydrated today. Too much losses from yesterday. Chatting with the Mazda team on plans for the car. But hopefully we can make a dent on this car and we can finish before lunch. I doubt it. Okay, lunch update. Front fenders are finally gone. They're very heavy. And every single panel inside that we've removed is very heavy. So this is what the car looks like at the moment. We have different wheels on this side, different wheels on the other side because we cracked the driver's side wheel. Norman is doing an amazing job stripping down the front. Jan's inside and we're doing as much work as we can, but I have ordered lunch for the team also. So we're gonna take a quick break and get back to it right after. Norman's our genius tech when it comes to dismantling everything, and got a gift for these things. So this is the titanium Y-sack cage, and everyone's sweating profusely already today. The heat has been intense. Wow, Norman just wiggled his way through. Kasha ka ba dun, Jan? Ingat please, mabibenta pa yan. There goes half our cage. This is titanium. And then the other half of the cage is coming out. Got it? Titanium. What? What? It's like, paano naging roll cage yan? Seat is out. Now proceeding to strip the interior. We just had our lunch and this is how the car looks. I swear, Norman's so fast when it comes to these things. So actually yeah, it's just the carpet and the lower dash. Side panel, sobrang easy. Wala na yung GT2. Oh well, race car time. Interior is stripped. Should be done soon. Spent so much time trying to figure out the glove box and working on it. I worked on it, now Norman's looking at it, and everything else Norman was able to remove, but this one's being a pain. Okay guys, I gotta go back soon. Gonna leave the team already, but so far it's car how it looks now. Everything is stripped, fresh. At least it looks fresh from the inside, but we don't know how bad the damage was. I need to put the car on a jig to figure out if we have any chassis issue. But so far from looking at this bare metal, doesn't seem like we moved the pillar or the strut mount. So like you can see here, and normally body alignment will tell you, but I whipped tail first, which means the major damage could be in this area. But hopefully, you know, the Porsche arms collapsed. This hit. Leaving the team because I have to go to the condo. The admin just called me. We have a leak and I need to go check it out. Thank you so much to Full Setup Motorsport Racing for hosting us today. I'll be back within the next few weeks. We have to order the roll cage tubing. For now, we're going to do a stencil on the roll cage pattern, and then we're going to figure out where the tubing is going to come from, either from the US or from Taiwan. So we got to figure out, because the local tubing is heavy. Me and Rolly were debating the roll cage tubing is the right diameter on the outside, but the inside thickness of the local ones is 3 to 3.5 mm, which means they're too heavy. On the spec regulation for these cup cars, it's anywhere from 1.5 mm to 2 mm, and then on the FIA handbook, which is the Federal International something organization which accredits the roll cages, they said it's a 2.5 mm thickness. So depends which rule book you're looking at, but for the Porsche homologation rulebook, you could be 1.5 mm to somewhere to 2 mm on certain parts of the roll cage. I do have the spec document sheet. That's what we're going to be following with this build. But on that note, don't go anywhere. This afternoon we have an exciting car coming down to the city from Classic Speed, and excited to bring that car around because Manila hasn't seen this car since we built it in the cafe. So I'll see you guys later. Okay, first order of business, gotta move the Mach 1, make some space for the RX-7, and car is outside. I can see the intakes already. Park the Mach 1. I'm gonna run up and grab the RX-7. Oh wow. Are you ready to make some noise? Excited to have this car in the city. The air conditioning doesn't work so well. I do want to bring it out to the car meet that's happening on Sunday. The vlog probably won't be out yet, but there's a car meet happening with Larry Chen, and this is one of the cars that I wanted to bring out. Okay, here it is. Boys of Camel Toe are here. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. I can't believe the car is finally back in the city. This is version 3 after all the revisions we've been through, and hopefully everything goes well. So we're having small issues actually with the front right. If you guys watched the build series of this car, we had damage in the front right suspension, and the caster of this side looks good, but the caster of the other side, the wheel sits a little far back, and I'll show you guys later with the finger measurement test. Thank you. Okay. Got some new seat belts also. This is new also because our car is draining a lot and I don't know what to do with it. So we added the kill switch temporarily. And let's get the start up. Yeah. I think our handbrake is working on this also. The brakes are so shit. They're so weak. The car is absolutely so loud. This might be an issue. So we've parked the car already, and I'll show you guys the main problem. When we built the car, this had an impact, and it basically pushed the wheel back. And we tried to save it with the adjustable arm, but this was the maximum offset that we could get. I have to bring it to the shop to see how we can move it back, but look at this gapping. For now, I'm gonna have to trim the fender over here so that I just can create more space, because this ride height is not good for me.